There's the constable's office. We missed a quest back on Edgewater where the constable's office would have given us a bounty hunting quest for some marauders. But it's fine. We wouldn't have got much spectacular in the way of rewards, I don't think. And this all looks fancy. Who's doing science in here? Well, I mean, no one right now. And this would be the betting shop, I guess.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
Shall we just lie and say that we play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings? Why not?
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
Yeah, it's Goodwill Tour. We're meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Well now, you could tell me about this betting slip. That'd be great.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Okay, and who was it he owed?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Yeah, sounds about right. Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Well, we can. We've got a big gun and a couple of hardy companions. So, back over to the yacht club then, I guess.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's
What's
always
this
cranky.
place?
No,
Velma, you've got a name. Tell me things.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
We still don't know who Catherine is. We could lie, but that seems a bit mean. What are you talking about?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Pescatological. Fish?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
I mean, don't you have rules about this sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
We can look into that, but also your foreman.
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
I mean, why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
We could talk to him.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Braxton's been stealing drugs. Let's go back to that, shall we?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
I mean, it's nice of you not to say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this Altoona, fat and mostly tumor-free.
And tell me more about Catherine, if you can.
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Cool. Speak to you later, Velma. Now, Fallbrook might be a place we need to go. This might be the area where... Let's see. Let's have a look at the region map again. Yeah, there's a town. It might be that town that's got something that I'm interested in. So maybe we'll head that way sooner rather than later. Now, what's this place?
You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out. She's in a mood.
Okay, so that's another way to get to Velma's office. Very well. And then...
Could I get another advance,
Aha.
Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
Sanjar. He's the guy who's
The others, sir.
in charge of the town, perhaps. And Celia is looking for another advance. So that's Celia. Cool. So we found her at least. But, one thing at a time. Yacht Club. Bennett?
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
Been distracted again. Yeah, you're doing absolutely nothing by the look of it, my friend.
What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
What are you talking about?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture.
Ah, it's
I
narcissist,
recall
is
when
he?
Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
But now you're all free from the board.
Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
No, not really. Just want to say hello. Now,
I wonder
behind
sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
the yacht club
Uh-huh.
could be some
They're watching the
thugs that need shotguns.
My dad taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Worth a try. Well done, Pavati. Now, shotgun. We might be able to talk our way out of trouble, but we'll keep the shotgun handy, regardless. And what are we looking at? Thug. Berta?
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Fuck you, bitch. I'm here to talk to Elijah.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I'm sure she did. Anyway, you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
I mean, I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
Yeah. You can either leave now, never come back, or we're gonna murk you all.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Good. Now piss off, all of you. This is my secret alley. I've got my dumb as a brick supernova melee user. And I was thinking my third character could focus on either handguns or heavy weapons. If there's flamethrowers going around the gaff, maybe that's an option. Back to the yacht club. There was a foreman that we needed to speak to. Aha. Here's Caleb.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Yeah, we are. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. That's us.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Water.
Consider
Very nice.
an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Yep. What exactly are you celebrating, friend?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits.
I was going to say, free from getting paid
But
as
until the
well.
windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
You got a windfall, though. I mean, what was so bad about the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch. We're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
That's true. Maybe we should talk straight to Sanjar about this, but we need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
So, let's see. We could lie about this and say that Velma's going to get fired. How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
You've just told me where your bits are, my friend. And how could we put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better.
Fair.
The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
We could get proof. What's this about blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Right, so we're getting options here.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
She is threatening to replace you with contractors.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
I'll talk to you later, Caleb. So we could go and steal all of his bits and he'll have to get back to work. Or we could blackmail Velma with the truth that she's skimming profits. Or we could
I had a question.
lie and say that
Of course.
she's going to get
The
fired.
cosmos is generated and
But
directed
maybe
by
we
the
should go and speak to
universal
Sanjar
equation,
if we can.
Also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can
What are you
achieve
jabbering about,
verity.
Max?
Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Yeah. Don't talk to Max if you can avoid it. And here's Sanjar again, and Celia. Hello.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
I'll meet with you if you never mention loins again. But also, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Now, we are looking for an information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
No, definitely not. Yes, if I had to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in the Spratfuck colony, I'm going to stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
I hate this man. But then again, it's curious. If you are free of the other corporations, why do you want to bring him back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
I mean, you are freer than anyone else in Halcyon, so you should be embracing it.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
I feel like they were much better words than any that you were thinking about. Also, that's a coward's answer.
I have people to look after. I need to be practical.
That's why Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
No, it's got to be a better way.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
I mean, I like you, Celia. You've got a plan.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
And how do you mean to do that? Actually, no. How long did it take you to figure out that you need to defend yourselves?
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge.
Ooh, a
If you can
MacGuffin.
get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
But we don't want allies on the board. What is this Bolt 52?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Ordnance or ordnance?
An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here, not like Graham's iconoclasts.
There's nothing the board likes so much as paperwork.
So it's a legal document. How important can it really be?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you just crawled out from under a rock. Forms and procedures are everything in Halcyon. And this one is located in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Of course it is. Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Good enough. I know when to settle. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
But maybe. But before I go,
What can I do for you?
Isaac Rose. He's dead. And we've found the people who killed him and dealt with them.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It's Elijah. He's not coming back.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually.
No, you wouldn't.
It really was on my to-do list.
No, it really wasn't.
Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Lovely. And do we have questions about MSI? No, we've been chatting for a while. We'll leave it at that for now. Although that said, we'll chat to Celia.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
What can you do for me, Celia? You were asking about an advance earlier. Tell me about your money troubles.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
And what do you normally do that?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Oh, wait a minute. You're just buying stuff from Sebastian so you've got an excuse to talk to him.
So I can talk to him, of course.
Yep.
He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Maybe we'll talk to him for you.
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Yeah. Now, what exactly is it you see in Sebastian, though?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Okay. I mean, you can't really talk to him though, can you?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
There are other fish in the sea, Celia.
Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like salt tuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up.
Well, that's more than I needed to know, to be honest.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Very well. So now we've got a bit of matchmaking to do as well as everything else. That's a whole bunch of quests that we're now looking at. Let's see. I guess I couldn't talk to Sanjay about getting the crew back to work. Flowers for Sebastian. May as well start there, because that should be fairly straightforward. Hello.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
We're really not. Let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Now, she likes you, you know?
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
No, I mean, she really likes you. That's exactly what I was just going to say, and it's an option.
And I gotta admire anyone with her passion for canid hides. But you don't have to butter me up.
She wants to go on a date with you, you moron.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit. on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Right, you're a moron, but spend some time with her. See how it goes, yeah?
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Yeah, Pavati knows.
I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
At least this way they'll know one way or the other whether or not it's going to work out. Celia, news.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said, yes, he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
I mean, he likes you. Just don't ask him for discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look.
Of course he is.
Anyhow, thank you.
Cool. Mission accomplished. I'm sure there'll be some follow-up later, but for now, mission accomplished. Now, which way are we going to get out of town? Because I do want to go and investigate that other town down the hill. Let's go this way. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff over there we can work our way around. And then I think that's my location. But it's probably a time for sprinting. There's probably lots of enemies in our way.
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
Yeah.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
What's this cave? It's not a cave, it's just a little tunnel. I've instantly been distracted. And there's, what are you? A scrap mechanical. Let's see if we can't tick off some points of interest on our travels. Like this little town set into the cliffs. Looks nice. There's a Vendertron. There we go, the Bayside Terrace Warehouse. And the Bayside Terrace Ruins, actually. We've picked up 2 fast travel points already. So we'll come back and explore them later. The fact that you can just sprint endlessly just kind of means that they shouldn't really have set everything so far apart because... Oh, we killed something. Well done, guys. Yeah, the enemies aren't really a threat when you can just roam around at high speed and avoid all the buggers. Now, just kind of generally want to go this way. The Marauders might be more of a threat. Just on the basis that... That's my assault rifle. Well, I thought I had my shotgun out. Ah, shotgun's on 4. And we're dead. Okay, we shouldn't have stopped. We might be too low level to be in this sort of area at this point in time. But that's fine. I just want to tick off some points. Then maybe we'll go back to the Groundbreaker and do what we're supposed to be doing. Yep, excuse me everyone. Coming through. Flamethrowers traditionally have short range, so... There's Amber Heights. This might have been the place that I was looking for. Hello.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Okay, so yeah, you're offering me a pamphlet and you don't actually have any.
I'm so sorry. It's a habit, I suppose. We used to have plenty, but we ran out of paper and ink. Ever since the corporations left, it's been hard to come by the basics. But you know what we do have?
Freedom?
Freedom.
Freedom.
This is the only place in Halcyon you'll find it. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
I mean, you've got Raptidons and Marauders.
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
I mean, we're looking for a Tucker, mainly.
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Yeah, I think, actually, on reflection, this isn't the place that I was expecting to be. Well,
Everybody here.
I think it's another town further down. It might be Fallbrook that I need to go to. But whilst we're here, we should probably speak to Tucker. Ash? You've got a
Never
name.
seen you before.
Hello. I'm new here.
Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak.
What happened to you here that causes you to talk of heartbreak?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. Fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
What did they do?
Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox. And I've been thinking about seeing it found.
Keepsakes, you say? What if they're still alive, though?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
Fair. Now, are these photographs or mementos or medals or...?
Thereabouts.
Okay. Yeah, we'll find it.
Appreciate it, kid. I'm marking outposts on your map. We spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Very well. Now, that's got me being suspicious and thinking, is there a possibility that they were a gang of robbers or something and they hid their loot somewhere and he needs all of their keys to be able to gain access to it? Or is he on the level? Either way, there's no Tucker in here that I can see.